Anyway, guys, welcome back down here to Dalymount Park. We're here to preview that all-Dublin header as Shamrock Rovers take on Bohs 7:30, as we mentioned, on Virgin Media 2. First time ever, as well, a League of Ireland game shown broadcast across the station. Here with us this morning, Graham Gartland, former League of Ireland player and Virgin Media commentator, as well as Pat Fenlon, former player, coach, and now director of football here with Bohs. Will you ever run for president someday, Pat? Will you?
For Bohs, maybe.
All right, we'll start off with you, Graham. This is a sold-out game.
Yeah, and rightly so. I think we and Pat were talking before, if there was a bigger capacity, I think you'd get a lot more people in as well. I think you could easily put 15,000 in here tomorrow night. Yeah,
we're up to 5,000 here in the stadium, aren't we?
450 Rovers fans, they're getting 7,000 in Tala. Like, you know, you could easily bring 5,000 Rovers fans here tomorrow night. This is going to be a cracking atmosphere and a great game. Now,
let's talk about the teams themselves. Bohs are top, their first, Shamrock Rovers sixth, down the table a little bit.
Yeah, they got their first win against Dundalk, a comprehensive 4-0 win, and that's them up and running. They've been playing well, the performances have been good. They probably just haven't got the results maybe the performances deserved. They had a few disciplinary issues with these, seems to have sorted out, but Bohs are obviously flying high. They've won 6 out of 7 games and they're 10 points clear, so it makes for the cracking game tomorrow.
A cracking game. The transfer window closed there a couple of weeks ago, and they strengthened up the back line as well for Bohs.
Yes, yeah, they have. We were just talking about it there. They brought in like a whole new back four, really. I know Grant Horton's been here before, but the two centre backs, and then they brought back Paddy Kirk, who's been an excellent signing for them. He scored a great goal here against UCD, and that's given them a platform to allow that front players, which Ali Coote would be one. Afolabi's been excellent as well. So again, Bohs are in form, but you're up against the 3-time champions here. They've won the league the last 3 years in a row, and it's a different animal. And these games, form can go out the window. So it's about who performs on the night.
Now, Pat, you have this beautiful relationship with Bohs because they keep coming back.
Yeah, I've been back a few times now. It's been back as a player, obviously here as a player and as a manager, and now back as a director of football. So they've all been good times, they've all been successful times, so hopefully this third time back will bring us a bit of success. But listen, the club's in a different place to where I was previously. It's grown massively, you know, off the pitch. It's been a fantastic turnaround, and on the pitch we start the season really well, which is brilliant because it gives everybody confidence. The place is full every week, no matter who we're playing. The place is packed out, so it's a great club to be around at the moment.
Now, you were 4 years in Linfield, so you did a cracking job there turning the club around. You've moved here now to director of football. What's your job and title on a daily basis then?
There's a lot involved in my role. It's, you know, right through. People see the first team, but there's a lot of other teams that are in the club as well. The club structure, obviously, we've got a first team, we've got the women's first team, we've got a women's academy, the boys' academy, schoolboys. So there's a huge amount of teams here, and they're all thriving. It's all going well. So there's all issues with them. When you've got that amount of teams, there's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, it's a big job out with the first team. But when I came in initially, it was to try to get some players in the door to strengthen the squad we had that Declan assembled, and it's gone quite well so far.
Just like Sligo Rovers here at Bohemians, you're all about community. You're community-led, in fact, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. Since I've been here, even the last time as a manager, the club has changed drastically. They're doing Trojan work within the community, within the area, and out with the area as well. And you can see the development. Obviously, the stadium as well will be developed. So it's all very positive. You know, we've got brilliant training ground out in DCU as well. So, like I said, there's a lot of work going on, and people see the team, but the amount of work going on in the club is fantastic. You need to be around the club day to day. The amount of volunteers working in the place is
absolutely incredible. You're doing a cracking job on the pitch, but you're also doing a cracking job off the pitch. Like even the jerseys there, we've got the Bob Marley jersey, you've got the sign there, hate racism. A lot of young fellas from Direct Provision come in and play as well. And you reach out to the community, don't you?
Absolutely, we've got to reach out to the community. I think most of the League of Ireland clubs are now in that mode. They're reaching out. They know they've got to be vibrant in their own community. They're the people we want coming in. Like you said, the club does fantastic work. Our merchandise is incredible. You know, the amount of sales we have is fantastic. So, like I said, you can get caught up with the team, and it's important because that is the most important team, what goes out there on a Friday night. But the work going on in the rest of the club is brilliant.
Graham, back to you. Shamrock Rovers were looking for a home for a long time, and now they've got a fantastic one down Tala in South County Dublin, don't they?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's everything you want in the league in terms of the facilities. They're building it up, and there's a fourth stand that should be finished by the summer to make it that when they go into the Europa League again or qualifying for the Champions League, it's sufficient. But even the facilities that you're trying to build up, there's a fantastic facility in Roadstone. A lot of work went into that, and it gives the players a base to go and train, and that's all players want. The players want a good place to go and train, and they want a good place to go and play football. But
like Pat said, what can the club do for the community around it? You want people to come from the community and support your club, but you have to give something back as well. And Rovers have done that too. They've put in a fantastic stadium, a fantastic facility for all the local kids to play in, and it's brilliant. And Tala's thriving.
I know you're a former Shamrock Rovers player. We're going to ask you boys to call it for tomorrow night. What are you saying, Pat? First.
Oh, listen, I think I've played in these games. I'm managing. They're brilliant games, and a lot of stuff can go out the window. It can be very frantic and frenetic early on. So we're playing well. Rovers are starting to hear a bit of form. It could be anything.
Give us an answer, will you?
Yeah, well, I want the Bows to win.
I'm going to go for Bows win.
I think, like I said, a different animal turning up. Like Bows have been flying, but like Rovers are 3 times champions. But form goes out the window, and this, I think, Rovers will come to town and put on a show. All right,
so there you have it. A big night for the League of Ireland. Of course, a big night for Virgin Media Television, broadcasting their first League of Ireland game tomorrow night. Virgin Media 2 from 7:30. I've got the red and the black on. I'm living on the north side as well, so I got to shout for Bows. Up Bows.
Behind enemy lines here.
Back to studio.
Absolutely. Fair play to you. It's going to be a cracker of a match. It's great to see League of Ireland getting this platform as well.
And it is tomorrow night. 7:30.
Alan Hughes will be there, front row, of course.
Of course I will.